What is going on, everyone? AJ Gaming here, and welcome back to the 8th episode of Draft to 1 Million Coins. And if you are wondering how we are on 222,500 coins at episode 8, I would recommend that you go and watch the playlist that you can find on my channel. But I would put proper emphasis on episode 6 because we packed someone amazing in that episode. So go and watch that if you haven't already. But before we jump into today's draft, EA have gifted us some free packs that are untradeable, and I'll quickly open them for you now. We got a 7.5k pack and a 15k pack just to see what we get. Our pack luck has been good lately, as you would have seen in episode 6 if you've gone and watched that already. And it looks like we get Tosic here, the 80 rated Serbian from the Russian league. I'm assuming this is all untradeable yet. We'll send it all to the club. We can't do anything else with it other than send it to the club, and we'll go ahead and quickly open the 15k pack before we jump into today's draft. In the 15k pack, hopefully we'll get something good, but it doesn't really matter for the series because we can't sell any of it. And if you have enjoyed this episode, guys, or if you will think you enjoyed this episode, guys, let's just see if you can smash the like before this episode is even finished. It would be muchly appreciated. And subscribe if you're new around here. We get a couple of fitness cards, not that we're going to use it. We get 1,000 coins, which does help us in the series. We're up to 223,500 coins now, but the rest of it we'll send to the club as we can't sell it all. Now let's jump into today's draft episode, guys. We're on 16 wins and 5 losses so far. We have won the draft twice out of the 7 episodes we've had already. So into the draft we go. We've got the 4-3-3 defend, the 4-3-1-2, the 4-2-2-2, the 4-1-2-1-2 wide, and the 5-2-2-1. I think, what do we go with here? Let me know what you guys would have gone with here in this. I'm not too sure about the 4-3-3 defend. I like the 4-3-3 formations, but the defensive one is not my favourite. I would prefer the attacking one. 4-3-1-2 I'm tempted to use, so it doesn't have wingers. We could use the 4-1-2-1-2 wide, but we did use that a few episodes ago. We used the 4-2-2-2 a couple of episodes ago, so I think we'll go with something new in the 4-3-1-2, and we'll go ahead and use that formation and hope for one of the position change cards as we get that 94 Suarez, which I don't think I can turn down. Shaqiri and Hulk don't fit the teams. I could take Thiago Silva, but I'm secretly hoping to get his Team of the Year card. We'll take the 94 Suarez as captain and move on to his strike partner, which we're going to get Striker Sanchez. We could go with a double. We could take Cavani here for something different. Double man of the matches up front gets the Uruguayan link. We're going to go with that. Hope we get someone like Pastore in midfield. And for cam spot we get Isco links with Suarez. Goetze doesn't link with anyone. The only one that's going to get a link here is Isco, which we're going to have to take. Onto the centre midfield spots we move, and we do get that Pastore. We do also get Cruz, but I think I'm going to have to take Pastore as it gets Cavani onto full chemistry. We get that man of the match Muller. Great card there. No one else really helps us here. Maybe we could take Verratti, who could help us, I suppose, which I think we're going to have to do. It's the smart option to take there. We'll hope we get that new Team of the Week Pogba, but we're going to have to take Modric. He can go in the middle there and gets the link, gets Modric, Isco onto full chem, but we don't. It does actually help us for now if we put Verratti in the middle like that, and we'll move on to the right defensive spots, and we get the Team of the Year Dani Alves, who we can't turn down. We could take Carvajal, but Team of the Year Dani Alves is too good to turn down, and we'll move swiftly onto the centre back spots. We get Mustafi and Bartra, who gets a strong link to Alves. We also get PK, but I don't. Bartra also has a high medium, so I'm tempted to take Mustafi because we could hybrid it up with a German other centre back here, but we do get Huth, who doesn't really help anyone here. Do we get any Ligue 1? Yeah, I think we got to take the Ligue 1 here. Gets us the most chemistry, and hope for someone like Kazawa at left back. We get Maxwell and Kazawa, the two PSGs. We only get his 82 rated, but we're gonna have to take him for chemistry reasons. And onto the goalkeeper spot we move. We do get Leno, who links with Mustafi. Horn will also link, and Kameni will get a weak link, but he's a terrible goalkeeper in this game. We'll take the inform Leno, and we're at 92 chemistry. We're already off of the starting 11, and we'll move on to the reserve spots starting from the end. We get that new informed left wing Volland as well, which we could take. Cheju doesn't really link with anyone. We could just take Depay for a super sub. What skills does Volland add? He only has 3-star skills. That leads me towards Depay, who has the 4-star skills. We'll take him. Another orange card in this team. And we move swiftly on. We get right back Aurier, which we could use if we decide to switch the sides around. We get a Liga Cam, which would also help, but wouldn't get full chemistry at Cam. We'll take Aurier, in case we do need to switch the sides of the team around. We get the 97 Neymar. No one else in here is really going to help, so we'll take him for super sub. 97 Neymar, what a great card that is. We move on, we get a BBVA left back, which I think we're going to have to take just in case, as we did take the Aurier, if we do need to switch the tides of the team around. And we move on and we get a BBVA goalkeeper, which I think we're going to have to take just in case we get the silver options in goal, in the goalkeeper spot. And we'll move on to the subs bench here, guys. We get that Volland again, we get that position change for Tongan. He doesn't really help out. We get Candreva, who has 3-star skills, so does Insigne and Volland. I think we're going to take the highest rated Insigne as a super sub, try and get the rating of this team up, but that's not. Players like that aren't going to help us out. We'll take Alcacer. Would have preferred his inform card, but we'll take it as it's there. We get that position change, Mascherano, who does help out the team, and we get the new inform Mane, but I don't think we can take him. We get that Mascherano, who gets the strong link there to Suarez, which means we could change the midfield. If we go like that, that gets us onto 97 chemistry there with Modric, Mustafi, the two centre backs and the keeper are all on 7 chemistry at the minute, but we could get that up with these last few positions. No one here is really going to help the team here. Kostic has 4-star skills. He's probably the player we're going to take unless Saponara. No, we'll take Kostic, 89 pace there. Probably not going to use him on the bench, but we'll take him as the highest rated. We get the other position change, Tottenham man, the Belgian Alderweireld, who's a right back, who plays right back for his country. And we'll take Nathaniel Klein here just for the pace of the defender. And we'll move on to the final position. We get a Bundesliga centre-back, a Ligue 1 centre-back who doesn't really help us out here. Doesn't get any better chemistry than Nkulu. We'll take him just because why not. And move on to the goalkeeper position where we get Ruffier, who wouldn't get full chemistry there. Farman is not as good as Leno. Valdez wouldn't get us full chemistry either. We'll take Ruffier just because he's the highest rated. I don't think we're going to get much more chemistry out of this team overall. Pretty sure that everyone's basically on full chemistry there except for Modric, the 2 centre backs and the goalkeeper, as I said already. I think that is going to be the team, guys. We'll just order these subs in order of rating. If you've got any teams that you want me to build in the coming episodes, let me know by leaving a comment down below. Much appreciated. I was about to say muchly appreciated then, but that's not proper words, is it? But anyway, that's the team by the looks of it. We'll keep Oreo on there. Actually, no, we'll take out Alcacer. He's not really going to be used. We've got an 87 rated draft overall there, guys. We'll look to see what manager we can get. Hopefully, a German maybe will get us up to 99 chem. The centre backs and the goalkeeper there getting up to 8 chem. If we get a German manager, we do get a German manager, so we're guaranteed at least 99 chem. The Argentinian gets Mascherano up to 10, but we're not too bothered about him on 9. The German manager looks like the one we're going to take. We're going to take Ziedler, the German manager, who gets Mustafi and Leno up to 8 chemistry. We get a 99 chemistry, 187 rated team, which adds to a 186 squad rated team. 10 Liga BBVA, 8 Liga and players. That is going to be the end of the squad building part, guys. Let me know if you what players I could have taken to improve this team, but that is going to be the end of the squad building part, guys. Let's get into the gameplay. So, into the gameplay we go. In the first team we come up against is a 4-3-3, fourth variation, mostly BPL team with Serie A and BBVA players in there as well. Team of the year, Pogba, record breaker Buffon, informed De Bruyne, informed Roberto Firmino up front. And just 10 minutes into the game, we get the ball here with Isco playing it out to the wing, where Suarez makes the run, puts a cross in for second touch. Cavani gets there first, wins the header, puts us 1-0 up. And just a couple of minutes later, my opponent gives the ball away to Nkulu, who plays it over to Isco. 1-2 between Suarez and Modric. Modric gets past his defender, puts it into to Modric. Modric puts it in, 2-0 to us just 5 minutes after we went 1-0 up, and straight from kickoff after that goal, he runs with De Bruyne. Cavani wins the ball off of him. Suarez with a ball roll into a roulette, goes past the defender, plays it over to Isco with a ball roll and feints past the defender, plays it through to Pastore, who puts us 3-0 up, 20 minutes gone, and just a minute later we concede a free kick. Ronaldo puts it low, Leno is able to save it though. Poor clearance there from Kazawa straight up to Otamendi, who heads it down for Pogba. One touch and he absolutely bangs it into the top corner. There's no way we're going to save that. It came from absolutely nothing. But from that, my opponent pushed forward. After half time, Ronaldo plays it over to the wing. Bale pushes off Kazawa there, cuts back inside and finesses it into the bottom corner, putting my opponent just one goal behind me now. And about 20 minutes later, plays the ball over to Willian, who again muscles off my defender, puts the ball across the goal, and my goalkeeper absolutely takes out his other player, but De Bruyne runs it into the net. 3-all, full time there. We can see we absolutely dominated my opponent, 15 shots to his 5. Poor ball from Nkulu in the second half of extra time. Ronaldo blocks it, plays it over to the wing. Di Maria, who he brought on as a sub, cuts inside and puts it into the top corner. I just backed off of him. I don't know what I was doing there, but he goes 4-3 up from us being 3-0 up. And we weren't giving up there. We weren't going to go out in the first round. Dani Alves runs across the goal. He didn't know what to do. We stop and turn and absolutely bang it into the top corner, levelling it at 4-4. We're quite lucky to do so, and we get through to penalties. Neymar steps up with the first penalty. Keeper stays down the middle. We put it to the left. Di Maria steps up for him, sends us the wrong way. 1-all so far in this penalty. Verratti steps up for the second penalty for us, puts it in the same position that Neymar put it in before. Royce steps up for my opponent, bangs it into the top left corner. 2-all now. Suarez steps up for the third penalty, put a bit more power on it this time. We put it into the top left, send the goalkeeper the wrong way. We're 3-2 up, and Ronaldo steps up for my opponent, puts it in the sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Pastore now comes up for the fourth penalty, straight down the middle, no saving that. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. Bale steps up, he puts 2 bars of power on it. Leno dives the right way and he saves it, and that could be the defining moment of this penalty shootout. We just need to score with Modric now to go through to the second round. Modric absolutely smacks it down the middle. We go through to the second round a bit fortuitously, even though we were 3-0 up with inside 20 minutes. We get 924 coins with that game, with the 200 coin EA Sports catalogue boost there. We go through to the second round. We absolutely dominated my opponent. We should have won it in the 90 minutes, but in the second round we come up against 3-4-3 team. Legend Nedved, upgraded Martial, inform Eriksen, inform Bale, Yaya Toure, Schweinsteiger in the centre mids, inform PK and Vertonghen. My opponent takes a poor free kick just by the edge of his box. Nedved wins it back, poor fake shot. Suarez takes it off of him, plays it through to Isco, who puts it into the corner. 9 minutes into the game, we go 1-0 up, but my opponent gets a free kick. 10 minutes later, we jump with the wall. Eriksen plays it straight over into the top corner, levels the game up, 1-all. 19 minutes gone. We get a free kick just a few minutes later. Mustafi plays it out to the wing. Suarez is unable to win the header. Funes Mori wins it off of him. Over the top through ball to from Dani Alves to Suarez. Mascherano pokes it in above the goalkeeper, unable to stop it. 2-1 to us, and just a couple of minutes later, a poor goal kick from my opponent. We bang it in with Suarez. Suarez was there to pounce on the mistake. Half an hour gone. We go 3-1 up. My opponent wasn't giving up though. He gets a corner just after half time. PK wins the header, puts it, gets one back from my opponent. It's now 3-2, and we get the ball with our goalkeeper, a long boot up the pitch. Cavani wins the header. Neymar plays it over the top to Suarez. Suarez bangs it in. 72 minutes gone. 4-2 now. My opponent still wasn't giving in. I've got another corner from Schweinsteiger. This time it's Yaya Toure winning the header. My goalkeeper caught in no man's land. 4 minutes gone, 4-3, but we do manage to hold on to win the game. We go through to the semi-final, 882 coins there. 14 shots to my opponent's 8. A bit more of an even game, but we get through in the 90 minutes, winning the game 4-3, and we come up against another 4-3-3 team in the semi-final. 96 Suarez, 96 Ronaldo, Team of the Year Thiago Silva, 87 record breaker Czech. Inform Bellerin, inform Koscielny, inform Kazawa. Nothing really much happened in the first half. I had a bit more of the chances, but in just after half time, Leno plays a poor pass, poor bunt up the field. Vidal wins the header. Suarez plays it over to Ronaldo. Ronaldo bangs it near post, puts my opponent 1-0 up. 50 minutes gone, 5 minutes into the second half. We weren't giving up though. Dani Alves with a throw to Mascherano. We work the ball out, back out to the wing. Suarez with a roulette plays it into Insigne, who are brought on, and a shot, poor save from Czech, hits it straight up. Neymar with the header, wins it, the header to go 1-0, and that's how the game ends. Look at the stats there, 16 shots to my opponent's 2. We should have easily won this without the requirement of extra time. Neymar goes through with a few scoop turns there just after the extra time started. We work it back to Kazawa, who cuts on the outside, plays it to Insigne. We go 2-1 up, and from there we absolutely dominated my opponent. We get the ball out to Neymar again, who was causing my opponent havoc down this left hand side. Suarez here on the left hand side plays it into Pastore, who plays it into Neymar, who slots it in to the corner. 98th minute, 3-1 up, and from there we're never going to lose the game. Neymar gets the ball again down this left hand side, sells the defender a dream just before half time and extra time, with a few ball rolls past his defenders. We slot it into the bottom corner. 4-1 just before half time, and straight after the second half of extra time started, Neymar wins the ball back. A roulette past the defender, cuts inside, the defender takes Neymar out. We get a penalty now. 107th minute, Neymar steps up. I'm pretty sure the defender got a yellow card for that, not a red. Neymar steps up, the Panenka penalty to the goalkeeper's left, who dives down to the right. Cheeky penalty there. We go through to the final, 5-1 in the end, after it being 1-1 at full time. 24 shots to my opponent's 4 with 19 on target. We just couldn't score against that record breaker Czech. We go through to the final yet again, where we come up against the 4-3-3, fourth variation with that 87 man of match Aubameyang. 99 Team of the Year Messi, inform Royce, inform Gundogan, inform Muller. A bit of a weak defence in Taski, Bernat, Bartra. Nothing. The stats pretty even there at half time. A few more shots for us, even in possession, but just after half time we work the ball out to Modric, who plays it through to Mascherano. Mascherano bangs it in the near post. 52 minutes gone. We go 1-0 up in this final, and from there we win the ball back with Nkulu. We work it up quickly, nice through ball. Modric makes the run. Modric runs down the left hand side, cuts back inside and finesses it into the top corner, making it 2-0 with just under 15 minutes of the game yet left to play. My opponent didn't give up though. Suarez wins the ball back there a bit fortuitously. Muller works out to Mascherano, who sees himself in space, who plays it down the line, and Nkulu couldn't get there. Ronaldo plays it across the goalkeeper. 2-1. Now, my opponent's back in the game, but we do win the game 2-1. We win another final, guys. It's going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's go and see what we get in the packs. So guys, we've won the foot draft yet again. This team was okay overall. The defence were incredible, especially the two centre-backs and Dani Alves, of course, but Kazawa was also just as good. Modric, Mascherano I wasn't really sure about. He seemed a bit weak on the ball, even though he does have 80 physical there and 85 defence. He's obviously normally a defender card, but his position change is a CDM. 5'9" does show, and his 2-star skill moves did show on the pitch. We weren't able to do a lot with him. I didn't sub him off, but most games I would sub off Cavani I would sub off Isco at half time for Neymar, and then later on I'd move Neymar up front, take off Cavani, put Modric up to Cam and put in Verratti, or I think in one game I put in Insigne. I think it was in the third round when we won 5-1 after extra time. It was 1-1. We probably had about 5 times the amount of shots that my opponent had in normal time, so we should have easily won that game without having to go to extra time. But anyway guys, we've won the foot draft. We need about 10,000 coins to make it back to the start where we started, and we should be able to do this with this prize. You probably won't have seen it because I did delete the footage, but we did play a another second round game that I was tying 1-1 at extra time. I might have said this in the gameplay audio, and we basically disconnected after just before we got to half time and extra time. It was 1-1. My opponent, I thought I was going to go out then, just like I thought I was going to go out in the first round when we narrowly won on penalties. But anyway, we got a 5k pack and a 50k pack there. Maybe we can get one of the position change players, but we'll open the 5k pack first. And this pack is very likely going to be not very good, but we'll see what we get. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a squad fitness. We get someone I have absolutely never heard of, along with Westwood, who may sell. Flashy or won't sell. Westwood might sell. We'll send the contracts, and when you get your rare item as a badge, you know you've got problems. And the rest of the stuff is discardable, which we'll discard for 693 coins. If you have enjoyed this episode, guys, make sure to smash a like if you think that we will get a good player in this pack. Actually, leave a comment down below who you think we're going to get in this 50k pack before we open it. Pause the video right now and comment who you think we're going to get. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that gives you enough time to pause the video and write a comment down below saying who we're going to get. But let's get on. Enough with the chit chat, let's get on with it. 50k pack, hopefully we can get someone good here. Maybe this series will be over after this pack, who knows. We get, oh my god, oh my god. Jesus Christ, I don't believe this. This is incredible. I don't believe my luck right now. We get Gutierrez as informed, but Buffon. Oh my god, 27k to 500k. How much is he selling for? He's selling for over 200k, guys. That's nearly as good as the legend we got. I don't believe this. And Gutierrez is probably discardable yet. We might as well just discard him straight away, but oh my god, I can't believe our luck right now. We get a legend, and we get, I can't even think what his card is. It's like it's record breaker, right? Because Czech has one. Yeah, record breaker Buffon, along with informed Gutierrez. He played in the World Cup. I remember him for Colombia. He wasn't. That was when Falcao was injured. Yeah. So apart from those two, I don't think anyone else is really gonna sell. We'll send those 4 to the trade pile along with Rose and Shaw, who might also sell. But apart from that, I can't believe our luck, you know. 50k pack and we get record breaker Buffon. I almost feel like opening just a 15k pack expecting something to happen now. Something amazing seems to always happen when we win the draft. We get the third highest rated player in this week's team of the week. We get the only record breaker card in this team of the week. The only players that could have really bettered it are the Higuain, the Fabregas, or, well, that's basically it. Those are the only 2 higher rated players. Ben Arthur probably sells for a bit just because he's a cam card, although he has been changed. So guys, if you would kindly smash a like on this video for the double inform in a 50k pack. My luck is incredible. I've never had this such good pack luck ever before in any of my draft on my other draft account. The best player I've got on my draft account is the Inform PK, which I got about a month ago, which sold for just under 100k. But this legend and now the record breaker Buffon has just broken that record as my best players ever. If you have liked this video, make sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new around here for more Draft to 1 Million coins. And we'll be back next time, hopefully, where we can get another great player. Have a great day, guys.